EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray now on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. First carry for James Conner, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Play fake. Murray rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
First down, Murray. To Conner on the check down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On second down now, it's Conner, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Murray. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conked off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. Prescott off play action. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he stopped immediately there. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Prescott from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll get this to Elliott. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
2
drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to because...
Oh, Prescott stripped.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. To throw is Prescott. It got his man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season, and obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Second and 5 now. Murray forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here's Connor on 1st down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
Prater for the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Marcus Golden picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he's out right at the 25. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Play action now, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Here's Prater now set to kick it away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Prescott under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Prescott now from the 50. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On play action, Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Cowboys. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Prescott on first down.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted,
pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. From the red zone now. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's
intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. Murray has the first down and more. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great. But no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Connor going to get it again on second down.
Powers by at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this will be swung out here for Connor.
Uses the stiff arm. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20.
And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.